Are you bilingual?
Nah, I can understand a little bit, but I can't speak it.
So take me through there, like the Nigerian roots to DMV, right? And how have you been able to mash that up into what people see today?
I mean, I think that's why it's probably been so polarizing, because it's like I'm made up of all these different things that the masses ain't used to. They never really heard nobody from the DMV, like in the hip hop space at that time. You know, they never seen a kid of Nigerian immigrants that's born in America be rapping, you know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of those things that make me unique, but I think it's made things a little bit more difficult. You know, maybe I wasn't as palatable to like the mainstream when I first came out.
Was that intentional?
Nah, because I didn't really know how different I was until like maybe 6, 7 years into the game. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, this is why this, you know, shit started lining up for me.
But tell me this, can you share some cultural traditions or values from your Nigerian background that has been important to you, or some of the things that you grew up doing?
I think my work ethic, like, cause when I was little, we never saw our parents, cause my father, my parents met at UDC, and then they had me and my brother. Like, they was always working. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rarely saw my father. He was out there at work or in Nigeria, and my mother was working all the time. So like, all I know is just work. Like, all I know is grind. Like, even from sports to music to everything I've done, it's all I know is the work.
How do you incorporate elements of Nigerian culture a part of just who you are as well as your music?
Instruments, well, you're gonna hear it a lot on the new album that's coming out soon, but you know, we're using talking drums and Fuji guitars, talking drums. I've always did hybrid songs, just kind of Afrobeat, Afrofusion. You know, I've always experimented with that in my career. So, you know, I grew up in, you know, going to Nigerian church in Southeast, and, you know, in Landover, like, we grew up like, you know, family and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I just take pieces of that, try to add it into some of my fashion choices as well, you know.
Have you ever been to Nigeria?
Yeah.
What was that like?
I mean, I love it. Like, you know, my family from a small village called Ondo Town, whatever. And it's like about 4 hours from Lagos, the main city in Nigeria everybody go to. But like, you know, it's like it's a vast difference than everything that we go through here. But you know, Lagos is like almost like a LA, a New York-ish vibe in Africa. So it's kind of like, you see money over there. In the village, you don't see none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's no electricity be working for like 10 hours out the day and all that. Like, it's humbling.
That's dope. It's like, I've never been to Africa. That's a part of my bucket list that I really want to do.
I think you'll love it. I think you'll love it.
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah, especially South Africa.
Is that Cape Town?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I gotta go see my people.
You gotta see them, man. They want to see you. Football expanded, man. Come on.
No, it's more or less
they
like...
got some time, though, but it's still... I know they
don't, but you will hope we got time. I think the depiction of how Africa is, and you know when you find yourself watching, like, Help This Family in Africa, and nigga, that ain't all Africa.
That ain't all of it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the mission trips. Yeah. I just hate how they depict just... our country.
I think it's been, you know, the rise of Afrobeat and like the stars that we producing in Nigeria. Like, I think it's kind of like people are kind of starting to see like the other sides, the opulence in Nigeria. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thames doesn't. When you see her, you think of like opulence. You think of beauty. You think of, you know, she got a bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see Wizkid, he exudes that. I got, you know what I'm saying? Burna Boy, global star. So I think it's starting to see, like, because they don't look at Africa like that in other countries. Just be here for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that. But I think Afrobeats, how it's increasing the urban world, is going to, like, you know, change a lot of people's opinion.
Man, you spoke about it, too, when you talk about Wizkid, Burna Boy, so many different other ones that, bro, Afrobeats has taken and made an impact on music the same way as like London actors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you forget like, man, no, this dude ain't from here, but he's popping here. And then you realize somebody like Idris Elba, like then you see the guy from Snowfall, then you see the guy from
All American.
just everything. Like, man, hold on. You see him on the red carpet?
Yeah.
Like, what,
Yeah.
what's wrong with this
Where
nigga?
the accent at?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, real talk. So how has that been something that you've been able to really curate, but you're Americanized
Right.
more so than them really being from there? Have you felt the support?
I think there's definitely like some type of disconnect, like, because proximity-wise, the London guys is closer to Nigeria. We all the way over here, like, and I don't know if you know, America don't got necessarily the best PR outside of America. So, you know, I think there is a little bit of a disconnect of like me, as an artist and like the scene over there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you want the support, or do you have the support from the Nigerian community?
In some ways, but I don't know, like, you know, when I was on Atlantic Records some years, they didn't want me to do no Afro music, but I was doing it. They just weren't like promoting it or nothing. They wanted me to stick with like, oh, do the songs for the girls and da-da-da-da. Like, they didn't want to expand, you know what I'm saying? So the opportunities that I had to enter those markets, I never really just kind of they were focused on other records that I had,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Who is an international artist, Nigerian artist, or whoever that you would want to collab with that you haven't collabed with?
Probably Dave from UK and Burna Boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think maybe like Rema too. There's a lot of great artists out there, like just worldwide that I'm, you know. Yeah, I'll probably say Dave and Burna.